Hey everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on how to dropship onto eBay from AliExpress. In this video, I'm going to walk you through this really simple system, and I'll show you how you can pretty much automate the entire process. However, be aware because there are several steps here, and you need to know all of them for the system to actually work. So please don't skip around, and let's make sure we watch the entire video so you get all the steps. If you don't know who I am, my name is Paul. I did about $1 million in sales my first year drop shipping onto eBay. So I have a lot of experience doing this, and I share that with you here on this channel. So be sure to subscribe for all of that information. All right, let's get into it. The first thing you're obviously going to need for an eBay dropshipping store is an eBay account. And you can sign up for a seller account for free just by coming over here to ebay.com. You want to click on the top left where it says register above the eBay icon. Now, during the setup process, they're going to ask you for a lot of information. Make sure to give that all to them. One thing specifically that kind of throws people off is they're going to ask you for your bank account information. That is necessary so that they can send you your money. So do make sure you actually give them that information. You wouldn't even be able to set up an account without that. If you already have an eBay account, you don't need to sign up for a new one. You can skip this whole step. Every account on eBay, it has something that's called a selling limit. That's the number of items you can list for sale and sell every single month. So the higher the limit is, the better it is. Generally speaking, older accounts will have higher limits than newer accounts. So if you have an older eBay account, go ahead and just use that account and don't sign up for a new one. Once you have your eBay account set up, it's time to start finding products to actually sell. And that's where Aliexpress comes in. Aliexpress is a great website to dropship from. It has a large selection of products in a variety of different categories, and the products are usually fairly inexpensive. The problem here is that there are so many products for sale, it's hard to know which one of these you should actually sell on eBay yourself. And that's why we always do something that I like to call product research. The main goal of product research is really to identify profitable products with high demand and low competition in order to maximize the chances that our items will actually sell. It helps us choose which one of these items we're actually going to sell. When doing product research on eBay, we usually look for a number of things like how well an item is selling on eBay, how much the item costs, if the item is good quality, and how long it's going to take for the item to actually reach our buyers. So that all starts by us heading on over here to AliExpress. So what I like to do is, because again, it almost seems like we're trying to find a needle in a haystack here, I'll show you a way that I kind of cheat to be able to find the best products as quickly as possible. So we're going to come into a random category here. Let's come into home, pet, and appliances. Let's come to, let's say, furniture. Let's say storage boxes and bins. And all we're looking for here is a really popular product. Now, just because it's really popular here on AliExpress doesn't mean it necessarily is going to be popular on eBay as well, but we're going to use this to find popular items. That will make more sense in a second. So what I like to do here is right here at the top, I like to sort by number of orders, and there we go. So we see like something like this has sold 7,000 times. This one has sold 13,000 times. So yeah, let's just open this one up and let's copy down the title of it. I don't even need to copy the whole thing. And then I'm going to come over to a tool that I like to use, a software I like to use called Zik Analytics. And Zik Analytics was specifically designed to help us do product research when we're looking for items to dropship onto eBay. So I will click on the left on the product research tool. There's a bunch of other stuff it does, but we'll just use a product research tool for now. And I'm going to search for that title. And what this will do is this will find for us sellers on eBay that are selling this item. And we see that there are two of them right here. There's this one and there's this one. Now, as you see, this item, it tells us on this column how many times it is sold in the past month and overall totally. So this item isn't doing too great. It's only sold once in the past month for this seller, 0 times for this seller. But I'm telling you, that isn't what we care about. What we care about right now is who is selling this. And we see that there are 2 sellers selling this. So now, because I know this item is available on Aliexpress and these people are selling it on eBay, they are drop shipping. They're probably drop shipping this item from Aliexpress onto eBay, which means they are drop shipping other items from Aliexpress onto eBay as well. So what I can do is click this button that says Scan Seller, and this has now actually gone through all of the items this seller is selling, and it's able to tell us which ones are actually selling well. So right here at the top, we see the most popular item, which is this nose hair trimmer, apparently, which is sold 129 times in the past month. Overall, though, and as long as the item's been up for sale, it is sold 1,500 times. This weather clock has sold 117 times in the past month, over 3,000 times in total. We have this electric shaver that's sold 110 times in the past month. What I'm most interested in is how often it's sold in the past 30 days. That's what's most important. And we see items that have sold many times in the past month, which means that people are buying them right now. If they're buying them right now, you better believe that I want to sell them as well. I want to jump on these items as well, especially if we can find them from Aliexpress. So let's go ahead and look at one of these. I will click on this, some sort of thermometer thing. You can see it right here. And what I'll do is copy down part of the title, and I will actually search for it on Aliexpress and see if we get the right results. So we're looking for something that looks like this. All right, I'm just kind of trying to get an idea of what it looks like. And this looks pretty similar, right? Right here. Yeah. Also this one, this is probably more accurate. So what I like to do is I first like to try to find the exact one, like it's probably like this one or this one, and see what the price is. But then I'm also looking around and seeing like, hey, can I find this even cheaper so that I can really make some good profit here? And that's kind of my goal. So like this one right here, oh, this one's only 5-in-1, not 7-in-1. So I'm looking for like the cheapest 7-in-1 possible. And also looking at the reviews. So like this one is only 15. I'm not sure why it's in a different currency, but this is the one I'd be looking at right here. It's 10, it looks like it's probably the cheapest price. It's 7-in-1. And the other thing I look for here is not only that, but I want to see what the reviews are like for this. Now this is sold 131 times and has 17 reviews. So it's not like a ton of data, so to speak, or information to work off of, but it tells us something, right? It tells us that hey, at least someone else bought this and they tend to give it pretty good reviews, although there is, looks like there's one-star review. So I think this is one that I would probably sell myself directly from this seller. Because that's the thing about AliExpress, there are lots of sellers for the same product. So you just have to look around and find one with the best reviews that's also a good price. It doesn't have to be the exact same product. That's what people kind of get tripped up on, especially with AliExpress. It can be a very similar product because there's so many kind of knockoffs of each other on here. But this looks like one I would jump on right here. Now, after I found this one product, I could just go through all of these products here on Zik Analytics and find more of these that fit all of our criteria. It's just kind of like this huge list of different items that we can drop ship ourselves. And once I get through this entire list, I can go ahead and scan the other seller we found and go through that whole list as well. So there's just so many items that it gives us. If you want to try Zik Analytics for yourself, you can get a free trial of it using my affiliate link that I'll have in the description down below. Now, once you zero in on some products from AliExpress that you want to sell on your own eBay store, it's time to actually now create your listing on eBay. Now, the slow, manual, tedious way of doing this is to go over to eBay, create a listing yourself. That means you'll have to download all these images from AliExpress, copy the description, paste it over, upload the images, do some math to increase the price of this item to cover all your fees. It's just too much work, to be honest. And again, we're trying to automate your drop shipping store here. So to help with that, we actually use a software called AutoDS. So the first thing I'll do is I'll quickly copy down the URL for this product on AliExpress, which we'll need in a second. Then I'll come over to AutoDS. This is it right here. Now, AutoDS, what it's going to do for us is actually going to list the item for us. So if you're following along with me, you can sign up for AutoDS using my link in the description down below. That's going to give you the best deal right now on AutoDS. And I think right now they have a deal where you can get a trial for just $1. So you can try it out for just $1. Once you sign up for an account and get it all set up, you can actually begin to list your items. So I'll click on the left here where it says Add Product. I'll click Single Product. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in that URL that I copied. It automatically noticed that, hey, this is a product from AliExpress. And now I'll click where it says Edit Now Quick. I'm not going to directly publish it to my store yet. I want to edit a few things first. So we'll try that. So what it's doing is it's pulling all the information from that listing on AliExpress and it's populating it here on AutoDS. So now I can make some changes. Now you see here everything that AutoDS pulled in. Now the good news is that it's doing pretty much everything for us. It's pulling in all the photos. We can see the images right here. It's pulling in the description. Even if it has different variations, it will pull those in here as well. And you could choose if you want only some of the variations, you can delete the other ones that you don't want. But the only thing you really need to worry about is the title of the product. You can see that right here. And that's because the titles that are given to us by AliExpress are usually, almost always, very bad, terrible titles. They're usually written in English, but by someone whose first language isn't English. So a lot of times you might see grammar or spelling mistakes, and really just the whole thing just doesn't make any sense in some situations. What we want to do is we want to craft a title that really is full of keywords that people are going to be searching for when they're looking for this item. Now, I don't know what this thing is. I have absolutely no idea. I've never used one of these. I've never seen one of these, never sold one of these. But it says right here, it is a water quality tester. So that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to actually delete everything here from AutoDS, and I'll start with water quality tester. And now I'm going to come back to Zik Analytics because Zik has a tool on the left called the Title Builder. And I'm going to type that in here as well, water quality tester. And this is going to help us figure out what other keywords we should be putting into our title. So it says water quality tester is something that is searched quite a bit, so that's awesome. And it also uses a lot of these words as well. Like this is all the things that it might test for. So what I want to make sure of is, does this actually apply? Is this accurate for this item? If this item does test for all this stuff, then I'm certainly going to include it. So I'm going to quickly check for all of that. I see a lot of that in the title here. You can also check in the description. And it looks like everything is in there. So I'm going to paste that in there. And then I'm going to get rid of redundant words. And I'll put the word tester in there. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm not really worried about the organization or order of it yet. So this says quality tester meter. So that word quality actually comes up twice in here. Interesting. So I will throw the word quality in there. Oh, actually, no, it is in there already. So quality is in there. And the word meter. So I'll throw the word meter in there. This says tester meter pen. I think this would definitely qualify as what someone would describe as a pen. So I will include the word pen in here. And as you see, as I'm typing this, this number is going up. It says 66 of 80. And that's because on eBay, your title can be a maximum of 80 characters. And you want to fill that up as much as possible. Obviously, you can't go over it though. So let's keep adding some more words. We have most of this stuff already. Water quality purity. Let's see if the word purity, I think that would apply, right? It's testing how pure the water is. So we'll throw that in here. purity. And we have 7 characters left. Let's see if there's anything else we can squeeze in here. Meter, digital tester. Digital, this is definitely digital. So let's throw that. So we're a little bit over, but that's okay. I'll show you why in a second. So now that we have all the words in there that we want, we have to rearrange them, make this nicer. So I always make sure that the first few words fully describe what this product is. This is a water quality test, right? Or maybe we even call it water quality tester. I think would be more accurate for this. Yeah, so water quality tester, we have that right there. The second thing I do is I make sure there's no redundant words. In this case, there is. I have the word tester in here twice, so I'll get rid of that. Then I just want to get rid of any sort of punctuation, things that aren't necessary. In this case, the punctuation doesn't make a difference because it's just going to take up the same amount of room as a space. But I'll just do it so it looks a little bit nicer. Actually, I think it looks nicer in this case with this. So I'm going to leave those in there. That all makes it look a little bit nicer. So we have water quality tester. Let's just kind of rearrange this now, make this look a little nicer. So we'll do like digital, pH, DH, temp, salinity, meter, and then move this purity, meter, pen. That looks pretty good, right? And we're at 78 of 80 characters, so it's pretty full. So our title here is Water Quality Tester, Digital, pH, TDS, bunch of other stuff, salinity, purity, meter, pen. I think that is a solid title right there. We're at 76 of 80 characters. I didn't realize there were some spaces at the end there. But yeah, that's a good title right there. And then all you have to do is click Save and Import, and that will then be listed into your eBay store. Now, the neat thing is that because we listed this item onto eBay using AutoDS, the software will now automate the rest of the process for you. If the price of this item changes on AliExpress, AutoDS will change the price of the item on eBay automatically. What's even cooler is that I could set up AutoDS so that once someone buys the item from me on eBay, on my eBay store, AutoDS will automatically buy the item from AliExpress and have it shipped directly to my eBay buyer. That's pretty cool. Now, there's obviously a lot more that goes into building a successful eBay dropshipping store, but I wanted to make this video to give you like a rough outline of the whole process just to kind of get you started with it. If you like this idea though, then I think you're really going to like this video I made recently about how you can set up an automated Amazon to eBay dropshipping store. So if you want to check that out, click on this video right here, and I'll see you there in just 1 second.